Hello, 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 hello. I soon come, people. I soon come. 1 minute. Welcome, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you all. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Hit the like button when you get in. Come on 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 in. Happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are doing okay. Hope you guys are doing okay. I hope you had a lovely weekend. And I pray that the week ahead will be a blessed one as well. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you guys doing? Today topic is going to be a hard-ish one, but I'm going to keep it in a way. Well, abuse in relationship is nothing simple. But we want to talk about these topics because a lot of people right now are in an abusive relationship believing that it is okay for them to stay there and it's their fault and they deserve it and yada 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 yada, and it's not the case. But before we jump into the program, let's do the norm and bless the channel.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for a new day and for the gift of life. Help us to be grateful for your abundant grace and mercy. Thank you for watching over us and blessing us with divine health to go through another day. Father, we commit our lives into your hands, that you lead and guide us by your Spirit at every step along the way. I declare we are protected by your power. No evil shall befall us. As we step out, we do so in faith, hoping and believing for the best. May doors of opportunities be open to us, and may we meet people of our destinies according to your will. I declare that all our expectations for this day have been exceeded. I pray that we will also be a blessing in the lives of those we come in contact with on our life's journey. Bring into our lives light where there is darkness, and fill our hearts with your love where hatred and bitterness lies. These I ask of you in Jesus' name. Amen.
And it is amen and amen. Yeah. Okay, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome in, welcome in. So, what do we have on the table today? So today I am going to talk about abuse in relationship. But first, let me say greetings to you all, my family, to all my new and returning subscribers. Welcome and thank you for being here. And whenever you are watching this video, I greet you with love. This is my weekly live program. It is on Mondays, 9 p.m. and on Friday the same time. UK time, that is. So I'm not sure where in the world you are, because there will be a time difference for sure. I hope you guys are doing well today. I hope you guys are doing great. You are succeeding. You are still fighting. You're not quitting. Keep fighting. Some things take longer to produce results than others. My tongue is going funny. So in this live stream today, I am going to share with you, we're going to talk about abuse in relationship. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome. I see you. Welcome. Good to see you. And on today's topic, I welcome anyone here to join me on screen. Perhaps you can share an experience that someone can take strength from, that someone can feel, hey, I thought I was on my own, but thank God for sharing your story because it gives me hope. If you are currently going through an abusive relationship, maybe you don't even know it's abusive, but if your relationship is unhappy, you've been sad, you've been hurt, and you just want someone to talk to or just someone to listen to you, this platform is also open for that. All you have to do is click the link on the screen and come on in. Or I can provide a mobile number and you can call us in on WhatsApp and then no one will see your face. I think that would be a better idea for some people who does not want to be seen or heard or be recognized, I should say. So I have to remind you guys that my content is solely to inform, inspire, give aid, and to raise awareness for the world to see, hear, and understand the true effect of trauma, childhood trauma, abusive trauma of different things that we will be discuss here, and understand the consequences of our action. I can see EK. Welcome, EK. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad to see you. My content is also to encourage women to be more self-sustained and to depend less on men to provide for them and try to do more for themselves. Hi again. If you don't know who I am, my name is Dalian Salmon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I always like to do a check to make sure that this channel is okay for you. So if you are a male or female survivor of any form of abuse, child abuse, domestic abuse, whatever abuse, this channel is for you. If you are someone still struggling with childhood trauma, domestic abuse, this channel is for you. If you want to understand more about abuse, the effect of abuse, this channel is for you. If you are a past or current abuser, yes, you too. And if you are someone who has never experienced abuse trauma of any kind, but you have a brilliant mind, someone who can motivate and inspire others, a respectful person with knowledge to share, this channel is for you also. So welcome. And let me do that officially. Hey, EK, good to see you. Let me do the official welcome and come right back. Welcome to my channel, Abuse Insights, where I create contents on abuse topics to include but not limited to childhood or domestic abuse. Please, guys, hit the like button. Remember to hit the like button. Don't let it hit you. You hit it first. So how you guys been? Good weekend? EK, I love your video. We will talk on that more. I love your video. Okay, so I'm glad I have you here, EK. EK, are you at work? Can you come on the screen? I want to ask you some questions, your view from a man perspective. So when thank you for that, the compliment. Yes. I'd like a man perspective on this, and I have two male on my platform here. So have you, EK, or any one of you here, have you ever experienced domestic abuse? Because one, a lot of people tend to believe that women are the only ones being abused in domestic situation, when in fact, a lot of us women are very abusive to men. But men don't talk about it, they don't complain about it, and that is because of how they were raised. So you guys, have you any experience? Because we tend to speak down on men, we tend to point our faces, slap them, and then we expect the man should just walk away and not do anything. We push. I know we do. You're trying to stay warm. That's good. You stay warm because it is very important at this time. But I want you to come warm up my channel. Come on, warm up my channel. Have you guys ever experienced being in a relationship and you know the person you are? Maybe you're not somebody who likes to fuss, you don't fight, you don't believe in putting your hands on women, but somehow you end up with a woman who likes to push, who likes to bully, who likes to try and pick a fight. Genius Family Vlog, welcome, girl. I hope you bring some food with you. Welcome. Yes, so I think it's only fair to share my experience before we get into this program. or the depth of the program. Let me show my face a bit. So, guys, domestic abuse, it's real. Child abuse, we know that's real for true. EK, you're gonna have to come share with us. Come on, come on. So, my little experience was with my now ex, obviously. So, I used to work away from the city, and I used to work on the north coast, as we say in Jamaica, in Falmouth, where the tourist comes and all that. So I used to go home maybe once every week or every other week. And long story short, my boyfriend at the time was still living in the city. And I guess he decided I was away too long and he started to do him. And he started cheating. Okay. So I found out, in a way I didn't want to, but I found out. But I'm never one to fuss. I don't believe in fighting over a man, another woman for a man. I don't believe in that. I never believe in that. But if you touch me, it's now self-defense. Nothing to do with the man. So when I came and I found out about his relationship because I wasn't there, I decided, you know what? This is not for me. It's okay. You can stay with her and I will leave. But I guess some men, they do like to have the cake and eat it themselves. They don't want to share. But he wanted to keep that girl or let her go, but he wanted us to be together. So it seems. So my decision was clear. No, you go, I'm fine. So this guy got his brother to call me and tricked me into believing that their mother wanted to see me. Now, I guess I was naive, but if it was today, I would have picked up like, let your mom call me herself, or what is it you want? Why do I need to come to your house? Talk on the phone. But I went. I wasn't thinking. I just went out of respect. And when I got there, mommy wasn't there. It was my then boyfriend or my then ex, because I decided I'm not staying in it. So he wanted us to talk and he wanted us to stay together and I should think it over and yada, 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 yada. No, I'm okay. You go. So I'm going back home now. So I'm stepping away from him to head home. And he started following behind. So the journey from his house to my house include walking behind a school with a little less lighting, and by the time I get to the end of one road, then it would be in view of where I'm going to my house. So anyone on that road can see me as I turn a little corner. And while we were walking, the guy had a bat in his hand, the cricket bat. I didn't see that bat until that minute. And I saw when his hand went up, I saw the reflection on the school wall. I saw when his hand went up, and as I looked around, wood up in the back of my foot, because I jumped and it caught one. And I'm telling you, it hurt. If you know what a cricket bat is, they are thick. And this dude hit me with it. I'm still walking because I want to get home. And he's trying to convince me to come back with him. And I'm still going home. No, it's over, I said. And before you know it, as I turned that little corner and everyone can see us now, he heard his friend laughing. I don't know if he got some strength from hearing his friends. And he decided to take another swipe at me. And lo and behold, when he went up and he came back down, the bat hit me the same place again. I was still in pain from the first one. And it hit me the same place. And I'm telling you, my lid popped. Yeah, my lid popped. And I did what I did. I'm not gonna say here, but I did what I did. And I didn't go back. That was it. End of. The minute you raise your hand at someone, One time. It shouldn't be another time. I don't care what got into your head. I don't want to know. Because abuse starts very small. It starts with it's called baseball bat. Yes, that's the same bat I'm talking about. It's that same bat. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. That's the bat, EK. But the thing is, abuse doesn't just get up with one big slap in many cases, because with him, that was just a hype. That wasn't abuse, it was a hype. Yeah, because his friends are there, and I don't know what he's trying to prove. But in the end, he didn't prove nothing because I beat the hell out of him. Right? But in a lot of cases, abuse starts very small. And it starts with the mouth, the talks, and then the words, the styling. Up under your mother, up under your sister. It suck out your. It starts with those behavior, and from those, then a little push. From a push, then a little slap. Maybe a slap, a kick, and before you know it, all hell break loose. And then you have the makeup, where they all come back together and like, oh, I'm sorry about that. And then 2-3 days later, it's the same thing. A lot of our women, a lot of you women out there, you've been there. Genius, you want to come and share your story with us? Come and inspire somebody, because another woman might be out there struggling, and you can help that person right now. So guys, the link is going to be in the comment section. If you want to come here and chat, come and chat, come and share. That's what we're about. I'm going to try and drop the link again. Here, I'm going to copy it and then drop it here. Hello, Angie. My family is in the house. I bet no, don't have no family here today except me. Genius, your sister is not here. My cousin's here today. Angie, welcome, my girl. Welcome. So I'm here talking about abusive relationship. And if any one of you want to join me here, come up, man. And no, leave me alone. Make me alone there, so talk. Sean, just stay so. But the makeup, a lot of people think that, oh, we fight and the makeup is good. But how many times can you make up in a relationship? Sex is good afterwards, but then he boof you down again. Listen, it's a painful thing when you're in a situation and don't know what it is. Yeah? But when somebody is explaining it to you, or somebody tells you what it is, go with it. Understand that somebody's trying to share with you. Because someone once says, a man who thinks that he can live off his own experience is a fool. Because we can't live to go through everything that other people go through. And what we go through is just a little compared to what many people are experiencing. Trust me. We need to be more stronger men, stronger women, because as I said, abuse is not about women alone. It's just that we are emotional creatures, and we express outwardly. And men, they don't talk. They keep their stuff in. They don't even try and tell another brethren, another man, uncle, daddy, because this is what they're gonna get. Man, yeah, pum pum, yeah, pussy. Excuse my language, but pussycat, meow. Man up the thing. Nobody's not trying to understand. I am emotionally drained by this. I'm hurt. Just pull it in. Best of Ajabu. Welcome. Lovely to see you. Welcome. True, it's not love. Abuse in relationship ain't love. It ain't love. It's abuse. It's narcissistic behavior. It's not love. And I didn't want to mention something, but I'm going to mention it because it rhymes with what we're getting into. So, a while back. All right, I understand, Genius. No worries, I understand. Ircon, hey, welcome. Hello, welcome, Ircon. Yes, guys, in the meantime, if you don't have someone you can connect to them while you're listening, this is what we do when we're here. Connect with anyone you guys don't have. It's okay. It is very much allowed. Drop your link in the description, in the message, in the chat, I should say. Right. Remember to like the live as well, please. Hit the like button. Yeah, please, and thank you very much. So, I was saying, I was listening to a live once, right? And I called in to the live, and I was saying to the guy, I was trying to explain myself because I was hurt about something, and the topic he was discussing was the reason I rang. And after I hung up, the guy, like he was saying, I'm confused, I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm a Yamed. Soulflow TV called me Yamed. It was Soulflow. I was vexed. Like I was guys, you know what Yamed is in Jamaica? I'll soon tell you. But I was vexed because I know I wasn't being a Yamed. I was just struggling. So I said that to say this. A lot of us women who are in an abusive relationship stays in there because they don't know any better, because they think they deserve to be there. But I will go deeper into this in a little bit. Let me get back to my schedule. I do have a schedule. Okay, where is it? So, as I said, so Flo called me a Yamed, and at the time I didn't understand what I was experiencing. But later, when I started this channel, I started to do a lot of research. Boop, boop, boop. Sweet Lily Rose is in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I didn't understand what I was experiencing, but it all had to do with my past, the trauma I was experiencing, things I was still hurt about. And I wasn't dealing with other issues, related issues very well, which we all do when we don't understand. So hopefully tonight in this video from this live, we can have a better understanding of, the reason why some of us, are mainly women, stays in abusive relationships. All right, I'm going to get my charger because my phone is about to do a you say bolt on me. Hey, I've got Rambo in the house. Oh my God. Welcome, Rambo. It's good to see you. Chat with Rusty. Welcome. Oh my God. I'm blessed tonight. Hey, welcome, welcome, everybody. And as you come in, please to hit the like button. Don't let it hit you first. Welcome. So, um, so guys, you know how many times we noticed in our family, maybe friends, sometimes we noticed, many of us might have noticed, our brothers, our sisters, our uncles, who knows, in an abusive relationship, and we can get frustrated sometimes, seeing what they're going through and seeing them stuck in hurt, just being hurt every day. It makes you wonder, why don't they just leave? Thank you for thumbing up. Thank you, sweet Lily. Why don't they just leave the relationship? Because everybody can see that it is abusive. Everybody can see that there's no love there. Everybody can see that it's just control, and it makes no sense. But why don't they leave is a very simple question. But it's not as easy as that. Unless you were in it or in it, you won't understand. And I will explain as we go along. Now, I remember a story I covered where the woman married her abusive boyfriend. And I want you to listen to this. She married him shortly after he had punched her pop, 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 107 times, used his foot and kicked her 85 times, and with 4 different knives, he jabbed her 28 times. 28 times. And she married the man. Why didn't she just leave? She made it out alive, but she married him instead. And you know what she did? She then appeared in court because obviously the judge ain't gonna let this one go so easy. And this is what a lot of us do in Jamaica. And I don't know if other countries where when we get abused, we are quick to go back to the police and say, oh, I want to drop the case. I want to drop the case. I'm not coming to court. And then the man comes out and come and bash them up again. But this guy, please share the like heart. I appreciate it for true. Thank you, EK. But this woman, after marrying the man who had punched her 107 times, kicked her 85 times, jabbed her 28 times using 3 different knives. She then appeared in court asking the judge to let him go. Reason? Because he has changed. Yes, she married him. A lot of other women would have run to the hills, but no, she didn't. She went into the church or wherever they did it and said, I do. But the judge said to her, nope, we ain't gonna let this guy go. It doesn't work like that in this court. He has to pay for what he did to you. Why would she do that though? Why would she stay? Why are you staying, ladies? And my brothers, a lot of you are being abused right now. Why are you staying? Why are you staying? That's the question we're gonna ask right through. She's crazy, but you'll understand a bit more as we go along. Now I'm gonna share another experience with you. Now this one includes a black NFL player called Ray Rice who kicked his fiancee Janae Palmer unconscious in an elevator. Now that incident got little attention at the time, but later he was accused of domestic violence and got a slap from the NFL on his wrist for 2 game suspension. The rules have changed because people were demonstrating about it and so on and so forth. But what this girl did after she was kicked unconscious by her boyfriend, guess what she did? Da 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 do 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 da 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 da. Yep, she married him. A man put his foot on you, kick you unconscious, and you marry him. That's what she did. That's what she did. Even though the guy was charged for the act, because a video of them, of the incident, got leaked, surfaced, and it quickly went viral, of Palmer, that young lady, kicked unconscious and was roughly dragged out of the elevator by Rice. A lot of people had problem with that. which caused an outrage, and so it should. Ladies, 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 ladies. Miss Palmer, after being kicked and dragged and being unconscious by Rice, she went out in public and spoke at a press conference, apologizing at the press conference, saying she deeply regrets the role she played that night when she got kicked unconscious. So basically, she had take the blame. See how she caused it, why she get kicked down. You see how no wicked to herself? Ooh, Ike, why you running from it? Da 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 da. Ike, me I go marry you, so me I see if you gonna run from me. You run from me? All right, that was just a joke. Jesus will not run with it. Hello? No, sir. Ike. No, sir. The lady apologized at the press conference. No. So she's sorry for her role that she played. So she provoked the man, make the man kick her unconscious. Basically, that's what she's saying. Yes? That's why the man sing the song. Them girl are wicked, are wicked, are wicked. Oh, man, they're wicked to themselves, you know? Yeah, man. No wicked. But we kind of have an understanding as to why you do it. I just won't tell you know why. So she went further and say and asked people to stop their judgments and accusations. Why? Because they will continue to grow and show the world that real love is. So where them have is real love. If them are real love, me no want to know what real love is after that. You hear what she said? They are going to show the world what real love is. Boy, boy, boy. When will you woman get it though? Abuse is not love. A man beating you is not love. A man giving you riches and material things, flashy cars, expensive jewelry, expensive clothes, mansion to live in, but beating in between, that's not love. He's a narcissistic person, controlling, and you are being bamboozled, made believe that that is good, that is acceptable, that is normal for a man to dine and treat you like a princess and then kick you like a ball. That is not normal. Absolutely not. No. And you know, when we're growing up, mama always say boys must not put them foot on girls. Remember? Look like female that never teach him about that. Absolutely not. Listen, abusive relationship only ends two ways. You walk out, you stay, and then you just carry on get the beating until worse happened. Worse things happened. And remember the case in Jamaica the other day, ladies. Not sure if you guys heard it, but there was a case the other day, early January. I think it was the first week of January where this guy had taken his wife, ex-wife, I think, at the time, life, then he commits suicide. So it was murder suicide. And what happened, they were going through, I really should have put this together properly because I have the information. But they understand they never showed signs of having problems in their relationship. They don't argue on the street, they don't complain to family members. You couldn't tell basically that they were having problems. I think about people don't think his love means accepting everything that happens if it's interest. You are right, sweet Lily. You are right. But after the incident took place, then can of worms started to open. So here are some of the information. So apparently, it is alleged, hello, it is alleged that the man left some years ago before they got to where they were, went abroad to work, came back. Missy has moved on, find something else, and want to leave. It also said that the man got sick. Maybe he had diabetes. You know, when you have diabetes, downstairs no work after a while. I don't know if were having marital problem like that. But these were all allegations. But the point is they were having real problems because it is said that the man was very quiet. A them man that you're afraid of. He was quiet, quiet, hardly speak. But in the house, the lady had told somebody that he would just come in and he would just start getting miserable and cussing like and knocking things like crazy. Now it is said that they got divorced and they were still in the house going through all the legal things. Now, lady, if you and a man work and build something together, this is where this lady really get it wrong, and a lot of people still getting it wrong. But grew up and come see my grandparents, older folks. They're not. My grandmother was married at the time when she was around, but other older people, their relationship ends, and they're still living in the house because nobody now move out of the house because the house belongs to the two of them. In today's society, houses can be sold and then break down into two parts, and then you get for your part this part. I can understand the older generation because the land is built on family land. Them never have a lot of things like we do today. But this lady, they're saying that the house was sold and they were still going through some marital issue or sorting out assets or whatever, but they were still in the house together. Now the man didn't want to leave the relationship. But lady, you stay in the relationship and it get to this. If you're in a relationship where it ended, make a decision to sell the house or somebody leave. If the man don't want to leave, ladies, leave and go stay somewhere until the court or your lawyer help you to get the property sold. You get your own, then you go that way and let your husband go this way. But don't live in a house with a person if you're going through a bitter marriage separation, because you might go to sleep and you don't know what can happen in your sleep. Me don't understand how that lady worked that out. And see what happened? The man used a crowbar. One lick. It seems she got in the head. One. Now, my earlier point was that abuse don't just start there. Nobody now just give one lick. So yeah, it started with the yapping. You know, women, our most dangerous weapon that we have is our mouth. We can talk a man into going to prison. We can talk him out in bank book and done it. We are good with our mouth. So you see, a man and a woman can be in a home and it's not abusive, but the woman can pull the man out of his strength with just words. Go up and there, you're pitting them this, that's why your sister this, that's why that. And when we finish, you have to act. Now, let me use another example. The case going on in America. Angie, I don't know if you know about it. Sweet Lily, not sure. Rambo, not sure. Genius, you might. But the case in America I mentioned last week about the Andreen McDonald, that the husband is now being tried for her murder. So I was listening to Southfield TV today, and they were reading the report from the doctor. So they were talking about the injuries that Andreen had before she was killed. And people, it's graphic. She had several ribs broken in the back. And she had her face beaten. And it is alleged now, well, not alleged, they're saying that it's the hammer, because the hammer was found. So it's the hammer that broke the bones in her back and in her face. So just imagine. Good hug, nice for tomorrow. All right, thank you so much. Chat with Rusty. I understand you gotta go. Thank you for coming. Have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow, God's willing. Thank you again for coming. Thank you. So the report is explaining the injuries, and apparently it seems that when the whole fighting and whatever was going on between her and the husband was running her down, and while he was running her down, he was hitting her with the hammer in the back for her to break several ribs in her back. Can you imagine? And then in her face, she got hit with the hammer in the face. Ladies, me don't know what someone will do some man sometime. Because we have to be fierce still, Sometimes for a man to be so angry, it's a build up. You know them say it's not the same day when leaf drop in the water, it sink. It takes a time before it goes down. It's the same way with some men. Some men are not women beater. They don't like argument. They just don't want it. But then here comes one of us that just like to yap, 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 yap. And he just keeps swallowing it. And he just keep holding it. Sometimes we can even push to the point where we got touch the man. All in them face and a juke, cause guess what? The man now retaliate, and everything that we say is we do the things just to irritate him. And then aside from the things that we do in the home or in the space when we're there, sometimes someone will go cheat. Yes. And that is something else. But here Andrine's story now. Andrine in previous blog, it is alleged, but the friend testified in court that Andrine was dating her ex. She had rekindled her love with her ex, who was still in Jamaica. So when her husband, who is a major in the army in America, when he would go on duties, she would take the opportunity to fly over to Jamaica to see her ex that she had rekindled the love with and come back before her husband gets back. The friend testified that she has encouraged her to stop that because it's not good. She either leave the marriage and go and do that, but stop. And she didn't. And it's a white lady that was testifying, so it's not like a black sister where we can stay, we just dash under the bus. It is also said that Andrine was planning on getting that ex that she rekindled her love with to America. So she was in the process of sorting things out. You know what I know for true is that, yes, pressure buzz pipe. What I know for a fact is that we are living in a small world. And if this lady leave from America, go Jamaica on several occasions, somebody knew her. And somebody know her husband. We say, yo, you know somebody see your wife down here last week, and guess who me see her with? Me see her with that brother here. Oh, you know me see your wife again 2 weeks ago? Yeah, man. You see my wife down there 3 times already? Yes. But she never tell him because him no need to know. I fear like a move she make. So you see, the husband can know about these things and him just keep holding it down. Holding it down. Samantha, passing through, welcome. Please hit the like button before it hits you. Thank you for coming. So aside from that, there were also allegations that Muma was trying to do other business and Huzzy wasn't aware of it. So things like these adds up with men who don't talk and don't cuss. Because when you sit down, when a man invests in you and you sit down and he's pouring into the investment, the marriage, the relationship, or vice versa, because sometimes you have some teeth in man, Sometimes some of them really come for teeth because them come into the relationship and see say you're doing well, you know, want for nothing, but you're being so lovey-dovey and so kind. You're gonna tell him you have three businesses, you got your degree, and that your work pay you like 50,000 a month. Idiot not tell him nothing. Him saying, "Me have a win upon my hand." And every man that comes in your life comes in there for love. Likewise, women. And every woman who enters relationships goes in there for the right reasons. Many of us today, you have to really check the lovers because it's only for what we can get. I say we because I'm not exclude myself. I'm just saying we because I'm a woman, but I'm not like that. I don't go around and play with people like that. I work for my own. But me not exclude myself. You know what I say? Yeah, me I hide my face. So I not seen enough of me. Anyway, so it's the boil up. It's really sometimes how much, one person can take. We just keep adding, but we have to be careful how we deal with people. And you just told a friend that. Yeah, man. We have to be careful. And that is one of the issues why we have so much women right now popping pills like their pharmacy because they get into relationships. They meet the man, don't know the man from Adams, but hey, this man looks like he has the potential to be a good husband to me. Yes, that's true, but you don't know if it's your friend brother or your friend cousins who tell this guy, look, I know this girl, she works hard, she does have two companies, she can get you here and sort you out, and when you come and sort out, then you can go back and go get your baby mother, get your wife. Listen, people, me know enough things but me can't talk, but me not talk, but I'm just saying we have to be careful and stop tell so much of our business to people for them to use us. But when you really do get into a relationship, or you're in a position, let's say you're in a travel to America, travel to USA, and you know your papers ain't right, and you meet one little man, oh God, man, stop eat out the man money, and then you send it to the next man. When you get a paper on top of that, then you gonna get the next man. You know them things that cost man for hit. Those things cost life. Those things cost hammering. Yes, carbining, Jamaican talk. So we really have to be careful with ourselves and how we deal with people. All right. So the lady, back to the story. So she apologized to the press, right? About the part she played in it with for her to get hit and kicked and unconscious. So she's justifying the guy action because she provoked it, which is not true because him don't have no right to put him hand or foot on her. I have BM Africa in the house. Welcome, BM. It's so nice to see you, my brother. Welcome to my live. Welcome, welcome. Please hit the like button before it hits you first. Thank you very much. Yes. So what did she say now? Yeah. So the world is gonna see them grow in love. I don't know where them did today, if them still love or not. But anyway, so often when these things happened, we don't understand that for other women it's a trigger, right? And sometimes when we see people do these sort of things, there's more behind it. Boom in the house. Boom, boom him EK. Boom, boom, boom. So after it happened, a lot of other women were questioning her sanity, her innocence, and motives, wondering why would someone stay with, let alone defend a man who had kicked them unconscious. But someone who understands victims and women's advocates spoke out in defense of Palmer and described the complicated dilemma women in violent relationship faces. She's basically saying what is seen with this young lady, it is not uncommon. A lot of women goes through these things, and those question asks are common question. One woman shared on a hashtag why I stayed her reason for remaining in a violent relationship. She said, I tried to leave the house once after an abusive episode and he blocked me. I thought that love would conquer all. Her hashtag became a rally point with hundreds of victims posting their stories of the factors that kept them in an abusive relationship. Now, this now takes me to another brief example of another abusive relationship. I was going to mention the name, but I don't think I will now. But these things causes confusion because one minute you hear the person complains, oh, I hate him, he hit me, he does this to me, and the next minute the person is defending the abuser. And you'd be like, what the hell? I'm done with him. Are you sure? You said that 10 times already. Yes, I mean it this time. Tomorrow, guess who's back together? The two of them. But it's to understand why. It is not easy, really, when someone is in an abusive relationship. And it will take hard work for them to break free from it. For me, if I ended up in an abusive relationship with kids, my kids would have been my strength because whatever you do in front of your children, they will grow up to think it is normal. And that is something that women are not focusing on. Yeah. Now, recently I was going through some posts online, and there are two names trending in the media right now. And one minute the woman would disrespect the man, there's infidelity in the relationship, there's accusation of love child on the way, there's cheating already gone on, and you name it. And physical fight took place where injury occurred, and the woman decided, this is it, I'm not going there anymore, it's over. And then few days after, it's not over, it's we're okay again. And then she come and blast people online to not disrespect her husband because it's her husband. But the question is to women who keep posting their lives on social media, why are you telling the public not to bash your relationship when you're the one who doesn't respect it enough to keep it to yourself? You need to keep your business in your house if you don't want people to talk. But what was most shocking about this two names trending is when I heard the woman said, my husband is the only man who make me a yamed. And I am proud to be a yamed. Jeez. Let me explain yamed in Jamaica. If you don't understand, the term yamed mean in Jamaica this. It means a female that is being made to look like a fool by her partner. She's often blindly in love and doesn't realize that she's being played. And this woman has spoken openly that she is proud to be a Yamed. That deserves a wow, a wow wow. Give her a Sunday. Wow wow. That's what she says. We need to value ourselves. She's not a Yamed, she's a Yamfield. But she must a Yamfield. Because who is going to be proud to be called a Yamed? Huh? No, sir. Ike, you know, come up, come share your experience. Rambo, I'm asking you because Ike don't. Ike, you see, you stay? I want you call me out no time again. Have you ever been in a relationship that is abusive? Rambo. Maybe you're not the abuser, but you find one of those strong women with strong voice and strong words. Have you? Oh my God. But what I'm going to share with you now might help you to understand why women do stay in an abusive relationship. Rambo said he has never been in a relationship with any woman who is abusive. I am glad. You don't want none of them either. It's too traumatic. It's too dramatic. You don't want that. Yeah. So I was going through online and I found an article and I'll share it with you. 8 reasons women stay in abusive relationships. There are many more. No, you don't want to be in that too, Rambo. That's good. So the question is, why can't she just leave? We always ask that. You're a lover, not a fighter. That's right. That's right. Many times we do get lovers, but we fight them because we've been in so much bad relationships. We call the man names. Oh, he's weak because the man has been loving and caring. We style him. That's what we do. So the following are some of the reasons women stay in abusive relationship. Rambo, yeah, your name is bad. So, reason one, distorted thoughts. I explained. Being controlled and hurt is traumatizing, and this leads to confusion, doubts, and self blame. Perpetrator harass and accuse victims, which wears them down and causes despair and guilt. For example, woman scared. I believed I deserve it. This is what I was saying. And I was ashamed, embarrassed, and blamed myself because I thought I triggered him. We always find fault when we are the one being abused. We always look out for the best for the person who is abusing us when we are the one being abused. You're not an idiot. You're not an idiot, Rambo. Now, others minimize the abuse as a way to cope with it, saying, I stayed, but I stayed because I didn't think that emotional and financial abuse was really abuse. Yes, they are. Because words don't leave bruises. Mm-mm. Financial and emotional abuse are real. And because I don't know what my boyfriend did to me was rape. Do you know that a lot of women in their relationship today are being raped and they don't know that is rape? Here in the UK, if your husband want to have intercourse with you and you fought, no, I don't want to have that, no, and he forcefully take it, do you know that he raped you and he can serve the minimum sentence for it? I don't know in other countries, but here, when the woman says no, it means no. It doesn't matter who you are. No, you're not getting none. Yeah. So if you ever date or if you're coming to the UK and date a woman here and she tell you no, leave her alone. I don't know if it's in the US the same. I'm not sure about Jamaica because Jamaica, we have a thing to say when you say no or yes, it mean. You know, so that's how we say, right? With that back way. It's the same in America, Angie. That is good. And I think I was reading somewhere in another country, some parts of Africa, I think it is also the same. But if the woman reports the husband that he had forced himself on her and it's rape and caused him to get arrested, the woman is scorned or stoned or something, like the whole community turns against her. You see how we back we? Yeah. So she have to take her rapes as many times and quiet because it's either that or having everybody calling her names and all the other things. Boy, some people really have it hard. So number two, damaged self-worth. Some of the unfortunate distortion are the damage to the self that results from degrading treatment. Many women felt beaten down and of no value, saying he made me believe I was worthless and alone, and I felt I had done something wrong and I deserve it. Right there, so. If that happened, you better know, say him a jail would be. Why different country has different laws and stuff, man. It's crazy. But you see, number two right here, self worth, damaged self worth. A lot of women are right here today. Right here. You see, I don't know where I was listening, but somebody in Africa, man has the right to ask anything. Oh no, unruly over there, best. So basically, you're saying that the woman has no rights to her own body. Is that what you're saying? She can't say no? Please tell me that's not what you're saying. Because we can't demand to you to do whatever with whatever we want. We have to respect you, right? But, just trying to understand. I'm not having a go at you. So, a lot of us in relationship, we are coming from childhood abuse. And sometimes when you think that, okay, I'm going to wife you for life, my husband needs to know and understand me better. And then you sit down and you tell your husband where you're coming from, like, hon, look, I don't like being shot at. This has happened to me. My dad did this to me. My brother did this to me. I'm very delicate. I know how to love, but I also have triggers. And when you tell this man out of the kindness of your heart because you're hoping that it will help you to have a relationship, somewhere down the line, the man decide to use it as a whip and start to tell you. And when he starts to use it against you and to beat you with it, men as well, that's why men don't talk. But when men do open up and explain certain things that are considered very secret and sensitive to a woman, and she then take it later and tell him, it damages him, really damages him, because he's gonna take it and say you're worthless. That's why your brother did that to you. You're not nothing. And if you leave today, you'll be nothing without me. Because of me, I hold you up. These words. You understand? But listen, me telling you something. If you're not out there on one of them, a man got telling you say because and say you got raped when you were a child, how many times by whomever, and because of that you are worthless. Tell them say go. You're not worthless. If you have 100 US in your pocket right now, 100 pound, take it out of your pocket and crush it up. Put it in a water. Mark two something on it. Do anything you want to do with it, but don't burn it. And then open it up and tell me, does it lose its value? No, it doesn't. It's the same way. You might have gone through hell in your childhood, but remember this, and a man make you, a God make you. Man just abuse you, but the purpose is still on your life. God make you for a purpose. And as much as it hurts when somebody tell you about your past, don't let it defeat you, because there's purpose still on your life. People will always try to use whatever they can to hurt you, but just remember, there's a scripture in the Bible that says, down to the very hair on your head is numbered. Don't make no man tell you no foolishness. But you know what? Nothing. You're still valuable. And you have to understand and know your worth. You have to love yourself. Do you understand? You have to love yourself to the point where when you're not being shown respect anymore, you leave. Okay, thanks for explaining. Best. I understand. Yes, leave. The third thing why women don't leave their relationship, abusive relationship, is out of fear. Fear. I'm afraid because he's threatened if I leave, he's going to take my 3 points and that of my family. Threat. The threat of bodily and emotional harm is powerful. And abusers use this to control and keep women trapped. Carmen Treasure is in the house. Welcome in, sis. Welcome. Please hit the like button before it hits you first. Welcome in. We're here talking about abusive relationship and why some women stay in abusive relationships. So I'm just sharing a few of the reasons why. So I'm on fear number 3. Female victims of violence are much more likely than male victims to be traumatized and traumatized over and over and over again. One said, I was afraid of him. I know he made leaving an ugly, drawn out nightmare. Attempting to leave an abuser is dangerous for many women. Soulflow TV always says if you're in a relationship and any chance you get to leave, don't bother try to pack the suitcase, pack the car, just take something and go. The most important thing, grab your keys, grab your passport, your child's passport, and that's enough. Go. You have your car, you can buy clothes as you go. Just leave all the material things. But when you see you have a small escape chance, don't wait to drag the baggage with you. Run and leave. Because material things, they can be replaced. Let me drop your jacket, my love. There you go. I'm going to drop your jacket, my cuz, so that it makes connecting easier. There you go. I hope your jackets fit. One woman felt trapped because of her husband's threat of hunting her down and harming all her loved ones, including her kids, while she watched, because he's going to force her to watch while he takes out each of them 3 points. A threat like that is so dangerous. Nobody would want to leave. You threaten my kid's life. My God, I can't leave this. That is how serious it is for many women. Many. Number 4, wanting to be a savior. Savior. Wanting to be a savior. Many describe a desire to help or love their partners with the hope that they will change. This is where we're going wrong all the time. We are more focused on helping or wanting to help the man because we believe that the man is a good person and he can change. Ladies, stop it. Jeez, stop it, stop it, stop it. I am telling you, this is a fact. I have listened to stories and stories, similar stories being shared, and it's always, this is one of the reasons why women kept allowing their heartstring to be pounded upon, because they believe they have the ability to change the man to be a better person. You can't change nobody. If someone wants to change, you have to allow them to change for themselves. You are the one being abused and you're still trying to look at reasons to stay, and the reason is because you believe in this person. He can change my backside. What about you? Women, you cannot change men, and men, you cannot change a woman. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Clement. They have to want to change. And through Andrew, they're trying to save face. A lot of them are holding on to title, and that is a blog coming up soon. Title, and nothing behind it but foolishness. We need to walk away from these sort of things and stop convincing ourselves that men can change and they're gonna hang in there. Yeah? You're gonna wait until you lose your hand or your leg. There is a country here in Kenya. Women from that country are feared. They are so abusive. They don't have things. They have done things hard to say. Oh dear. I'm telling you, this is a real struggles. And what we don't understand, a lot of us, abuse is not a black culture thing. Abuse is every culture thing. Not just black women. It is a real problem across the globe. People should be willing to change. No one can change them. Rambo, that's true. That's true. Clement, man cannot change only if they want. I am telling you, man will only change if they want to change, and they will change themselves. We're not their mother or their father. They are their own big people. So we must make them decide to do what they want to do. But don't jump in a relationship. Sure, yeah. You know what? Me soon come back to that one then. Me soon touch that one then. Yeah. Which part would they know? Number 4, wanting to be a savior. We are go to number 5, children. So some of these women also put their children first. Yeah? Sacrificing their own safety. I was afraid if he wasn't beating me, he would beat his kids. So because she's afraid that the man would hurt the children, she stayed. And I value their lives more than mine, she said. And I stayed for 20 years while I protected our children, all while I was being abused. Others mentioned staying to benefit the children. I wanted my son to have a father. Jesus Christ. All right. So this lady wasted 20 years. 20 good years where she could have used to do a whole leap for herself. She stayed in there for 20 years to protect her children. Lady over there, so where the man a beat you and a do things right now. And your reason is this. You're staying to protect your children. You're doing nothing but damaging your children. Get out. Leave. And go somewhere. The best thing you can give your children is a safe place where they don't have to keep looking at the abuse you're experiencing. You're traumatizing your very kids, even though they're not getting one piece of beating. Nothing they're getting, but they're witnessing their mother being beaten, being abused every time. You are abusing them the same. Because you don't know they can turn around and become abusive to in their relationship because they noticed mommy was in one and it was okay. It's not okay. Tradition does play a part for true, Rambo. You're right. Tradition plays a big part. But right now you're looking at some traditions, the younger generations, like you'll see some Indians, Indian dress and cover up. You'll see like some other Indian, the younger ones, they're not dressing up, they're dressing like the Westerners, them shorts and whatever. Some of them are changing these tradition things because I don't know how you want to come take me, throw me in a marriage and me don't know this man. Like, really? Yeah, sell me? Those traditions are wrong, man. But hey, we're not here to discuss that. But the woman who thinks that staying in these abusive relationship to benefit their children, you are foolish. Same thing, you're damaging the kids because they are witnessing their dad beating you. Daddy can have tons of money, but they won't look at the money. Thanks, BM Africa. Thank you. Thank you. They won't look at the money or the material things that the dad can buy. They are looking at you. They are looking at you and they are hating their father. So you might as well leave because they won't like their father for what he's doing to you. Jeez, lady man. This is real. You all need to stop it. Number 6 is family expectations and experiences. So many posted description. These are from victims that have described their experience, right? Many posted descriptions of how past experiences with violence distorted their sense of self or of healthy relationships. And then I watched my dad beat my mom. See what me I talk about? See what I'm talking about? I watched my dad beat my mom. Then I found myself just like my dad. Hello? Hello? Anybody just hear that? One says that they stayed in the relationship to benefit the children because she wanted her son to have a father. Then now here is an abuser saying, I witnessed my mom being beaten by my father, and before I know it, I became my dad. Ladies, this is what you're doing to your children when you stay in these relationships. Your kids might not be abused physically, but for what they are witnessing, they will go with it as a norm, and they will do it the same because they see it being done. Oh my God. It's crazy. And then others just mention what similar to what Rambo said. Some mention family and religious pressure, the religion thing and the beliefs and the traditional stuff. Yeah. One of them said, my mom told me God would disown me if I broke my marriage, even though may I get licked in there. Boy, oh boy, boy. These tradition things, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Number 7 is financial constraints. Many refer to financial limitations, and those were often connected to caring for children. You have a relationship, right? You're in a relationship. I swear earlier, this girl on a TikTok, on a live, she came and she said that women, if your boyfriend slash husband is cheating, you should be okay with it as long as he's paying the car note, paying the rent, and all these things. I don't want to cuss her right here, so. But in many of these relationships, you find that the man is not leaving the money or giving the wife money to take care of the home and take care of the children. Some of these men are the men who keep the side chicks out there, and oftentimes the side chicks are get the money and the family home now get the money. The kids are struggling, wife is struggling inside, and yet the man expect to come home and get some to eat. Yeah, this is reality in a lot of homes. Financial constraints, and that's why a woman must go work with a work and have our own so we can help ourselves, because nobody can tell me, say me cannot spend my money on my children and look after my home when I'm working. But when you're sitting there depending on the man, anything you get or don't get, you have to take or just stay quiet. We're in modern times now. Get up and work, arrange and get help for the children, and go and help yourself. You don't have to go to work. There's digital marketing. You can do things online. You might have got skills. You might have the ability. You can bake. You can do nails. You can do something. You can write. You can poet. You can do stuff. Just don't sit down and depend solely on the man, because just to get the little cheddar, to get the food to provide for the home is a problem. One person said, I had no family, 2 young children, no money, and guilt because he had brain damage from a car accident. So the husband in this case is ill, no money is coming in. If she was working, she would have been better off. And Jimmy, I don't know if you like your money like me. Like me, If me lay down on the bed all day and sick and somebody call me and say, can you do a job for me? I'm a talk money and the money sound good. All of a sudden, me never know where sickness gone. Sickness just decides that you go on and come back. And when you come back, we will talk to see if we should pick up from where we were or not. No, you can't pick up. When we come back, me no want to sick. Me gone. I am motivated. Yeah. So yeah, man, it's good to love your money. I remember I was listening to Les Brown, right? So Les Brown was speaking of his experience many years ago when he started out, and that he got nervous because he was doing public speaking. And he said he went into the bathroom and he was looking in the mirror to himself and he was like, you're nervous? You gotta go out there. You have, like he said, you have 6 kids to feed. What the hell? And when he finished talking to himself, he went out there and performed like, hey, he's a pro. So hello, money, my money, me gone. Not even you say bolt no catch fast. Me gone. I'm telling you. Listen to this now on a real note, right? So one of my client called me on Saturday. Well, from Friday she called me and she was like, I want you to do a job for me. Because if you guys don't know, I run a cleaning company, but I also do gardening. And I love the gardening, right? It's nature against chemicals. So I chose the nature more. So she said, oh, I want you to fix up a garden for me. I said, yeah, okay. So I thought it was her house because I've done her garden before. Yeah, what the woman I got tell me, oh, it's my husband's grave. I said, can you repeat that, please? Oh, my husband anniversary is coming up. First, she never said a grave. She said her husband anniversary. So I thought anniversary meant they're going to be celebrating. So them probably want the garden to somewhere to keep the celebration. Then she said, "Oh, I forgot. My husband had died 2 years ago." I'm like, oh, so it's a grave. You really want me? so, so it's a grave. It's a grave you want me to go and clean up, whatever. Yes. May I show you my face? May I show you my face? But I want to quite funny. So she said yes, a graveyard. Me forgot. Anyway, me nah lie, me reluctant because I think about this dopey graveyard and I'm just thinking all negative things. And Mama Angie, oh, you hit the nail on the head. I decided to go and meet her to show me the grave. So I went to the grave on Sunday and we were talking. And after the discussion took place and me hear about the chiching, and the fastest me reach in my van and go get Ray and nephew. Ray and nephew and come 90th. And hello, I started my graveyard garden thing and I have to know wait for order because she didn't want a garden tidy enough. She actually wanted it to weed up and then she wanted like a nice structure thing put down with gravel on top and all that. So I did the weeding and then I took a little sip. No, family, I don't drink. Like one eye water drop real nephew in my mouth like raw. Me say it come like volcano was just going through my stomach like I just felt like a hole that comes through my chest. I'm like, Jesus, real nephew. So yes, money motivates me. Because trust me, no dopey can't tell me nothing about that job because I'm my job. As soon as the stuff delivered, I'm gonna finish the job. I'm good. Yeah. So do like me. Just go do your thing, man. Do your thing. And I watch the face. Yeah. So the thing go. Robert, you not get none. But say you want to see me on the room. I'm going to share the video as well because I videoed it. But because there's another stage to come, I decided not to show it yet. Yeah. So me and my dopey soon come. All right. So let's continue. I think we are at the last one, which is number 8. Tapadize, me no want you to play. But make the people hear me loud and clear. Listen, anything rare nephew bless. Yeah, man, you know, said well bless. So nothing no come home with me. None of them couldn't come near me. They didn't come home with me because the thing set. Yeah, yeah. Them a wait for me till I come back. So I'm gonna share the last one with you, which is isolation. Isolation is a common tactic of manipulative partners is to separate their victim, from family and friends. Wanna know this one is true? Sometimes this can be physical. Some women experience such. One woman said, I was literally trapped in the backwoods of somewhere. I think WV. I think she meant a car. Other time, isolation is emotional, as one woman was told, you can either have friends and family or you can have me. Can you see that? You have a choice. You can choose to have your family and friends, or you can choose me. Why can't I have my family and friends? You know, come meet me with my family and my friends. So why me if I choose between me and you and my family and my friends? All right, me I go choose my family and my friends. A lot of women choose the man over the family. So you see, when you can't see one friend when you see for one long time because you find one new boyfriend, or one cousin or one auntie and something, and you wonder, I want to go on with Dalian. Me not always see she come over, auntie, or she call to check in. These are the reason. Men allow women to choose. They put pressure there. Present, miss. Laurie's in the house. Present, miss. She said present. Welcome. And hit the like button before it hit you first, my dear. Y'all, how are you today? Are you at work? Lovely to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. I want to share something else with you guys. Trauma bonding, understanding trauma bonding. Yeah, that's not it. Yes, so these are some of the reasons why a lot of women do not leave a relationship because of everything I just explained. This world sick, it needs some treatment and cure cause band-aid can't help. Some of these men need more than band-aid. Angie, you have my blood in you, so you have to crazy. You have to be crazy. No, 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 we're not. We're unruly. We're related to popcorn. I'm sorry. We not play them thing there. No, sir. Not at all. All right. Truth is wrong about it. All right. So on my thumbnail, guys, I've put on there trauma bonding. So basically, everything that I explained to you is in relations to trauma bonding. So when somebody is experiencing these things in a relationship, there is actually a name, and the name is trauma bonding. Like you see Queenie and her husband going on right now, it's trauma bonding. Trauma bonding. It is the reason why a lot of people are still in abusive relationship. Trauma bonding is one of the reasons that leaving an abusive situation can feel confusing and overwhelming. It involves position and or loving feelings of an abuser, missing that feeling, even though he ain't doing one no good. Making the abused person feel attached to and dependent on their abuser. Yes, that is trauma bonding. When you ask why they don't leave, Those are some of the reasons why they don't leave. I had an article before that was giving advice to people on how to break trauma bonding. And it's to know that one is dealing with. First, to understand trauma bonding is to know what you're dealing with and the important steps to take. So there are some advice given on this blog, and one of them is just to quickly run through is to keep a journal and write down things that happen each day or when it happens, when the abuse does happen. Note what happened and whether your partner said anything afterward to excuse it. You know, when them lick you down, them say, them take your pants, say, oh, sorry, babe, me don't know what getting on me look like the rum me drink. I'm sorry. And you think to yourself, okay, I understand, because you did drink too much. And then tomorrow them not drink no rum and then clot you down the same way. So hey, write down that and you will know if I really drunk him the drunk or is just a narcissistic abuser and you are to leave. So number two, consider the relationship from another perspective. Pretend you're reading about your own relationship in a book. You will see the difference and why you need to leave. Pay attention to the small details that make you uncomfortable or give you pause. Always ask yourself, do they feel healthy to you? What about your feelings? You do feel love? Do you feel love? Are you experiencing love? What are you experiencing? Are you experiencing pain? Talk to a trusted loved one is a good path to take. I know it's not easy to open up about abuse. We know that. Even past trauma, past abuse, we don't want to talk about it. But nothing wrong with talking about it. Let it out. It can help someone else and it can also help you because you're hanging on to that like if I should ever tell what happened to me, it's gonna be embarrassing, it's going to make me feel less of a person. No, it's not gonna make you feel less of a person. It's gonna make you feel better knowing that you don't have to keep that belief drawing behind you, drawing you down. Share it, talk about it, and when you talk about it then you'll understand that hey, I'm not the only one going through stuff like this. It actually feels better talking about it. And now that I said it, I don't have to think the way I have been thinking all these years. It does help. It's like Les Brown once says, if you think you have problems, so if you think you're really struggling with childhood trauma and you think that what happened to you, so you were raped in school, you were raped in the office, but somebody else was gang raped, 5 people did it to them. Their rape is different from yours and worse. So if you were to take your problems, whatever your problem consists of, and throw it in a heap of problems that everybody else is throwing in there, when you see what you are struggling with and thinking that it is the worst, unseen others' problems, the things that they're struggling with, you would go and retract yours quicker than you throw it in. So that's why it helps when you talk about things because what you think you are struggling with, someone else is struggling far worse. And you can be of hope to that person. So sharing helps. And you can start doing it on this platform when you feel comfortable to do so. Okay, that's what we are going to be doing. That's what this platform is about, is for you to let it out. Challenge yourself to listen and make a real effort to consider the accuracy of your love and observation. The next one is key. Avoid self blame. Refuse to believe you caused the abuse or brought it onto yourself. If you do this, it will make it harder for you to excuse your obsessive, narcissistic, abusive partner. Remind yourself that abuse is never your fault. You know why? Because it is not your fault. The abuse is the fault of the abuser and not yours. What you may or may not have done, no matter what it is. Don't blame yourself. The abuse is never your fault, no matter what you may have or may not have done, how deeply you fear loneliness or a life without that person, and how many times you've already gone back. You deserve better. You deserve better. Yes, Rambo, foolish bonding, but it's just a name. Just like you name a place. But that's what it is. Number 6 is to cut off contact completely. Once you've made the decision to leave, disrupt the cycle completely by stopping all communication. Because if you keep the communication open with this person who is abusing you, he is going to continue to get you to return each time. And every time when you return, you're going back to the budoof buff buff kick down, and the abuse continues. So don't allow to hear any sweet talk. Cut all communication. Now I know if you co-parent, it's gonna be another story. But there are help available, and you guys can arrange how that goes. Now I'll end in saying don't be fooled. The abuser might insist he or she will change. And I say he or she because men are experiencing abuse as well. You have men to men relationship today. Some of them I get clapped down, just like woman. Yeah. So don't be fooled. The abuser might insist he or she will change or tell you, I'll go to therapy. I'll do anything that you suggest if you just stay with me. How many times have you heard that nonsense? Those promises can seem pretty tempting, ladies, but don't fall for it because you are going to fall right back in their trap. Ladies, you might find it hard to break free. As we mentioned, leaving is not as easy as when you first got there. So, you might want to seek professional support to leave if you find it too hard. And that is going to be my share today on abusive relationship slash trauma bonding slash how you break trauma bonding. I hope that somebody gets something from this today. And if you are listening to me right now and you are going through an abusive relationship, now, a drunken man, a man who suffers with alcohol, you know, intake, he's just a drunkard. He's never going to admit to you, I should say, that he's an alcoholic. Likewise, if you are in an abusive relationship, this word will sound strange to you. Worst, if you have made up your mind that your husband is going to be a better person, you're not going anywhere. So I'm going to encourage you today to re-listen to this message if you have to. Or I will ping another video onto the end of this and try and learn more about the situation that you are in. The Bible tell you what love is, and nowhere in that states that love is hurt or love is abused. Love is to be kicked down, punched down. Love is to be controlled. You work so hard for your money. Remember this lady in Africa, this Christian lady, she's a singer. I didn't cover the story, but there was a singer who died. Her husband took her 3 points last year, I think. And after her death, it was revealed that the woman would go out and perform, and this man wouldn't have supported her. But every time that the paycheck come in, her money, he would take the money and give her a pinch, and he would control everything. to the T. And this woman would not leave the relationship because of the Bible. Me I got talk about that on a different note, but enough I want to take some serious lick because you're telling me that the Bible says. No, Bible not tell nothing. Nothing. But you need to remember, if it has not stopped, it ain't gonna stop. So please, if you're in an abusive relationship, I'm asking you to consider your way out. And if you're trying to leave and it's not working, don't quit. Don't allow defeat. Don't believe that, hey, I deserve it. You don't deserve it. Keep fighting. And one day you will get that opportunity. Maybe it's just a moment, an escape route. Just have everything you need ready: a passport, some getaway money, maybe a car key. That's it. Your baby, passport, if you have kids, that's all you need. The clothes you can get as you go. Run left everything. Don't stay in it. So I want to thank you guys very much for for coming tonight, and thank you for joining me on the screen. Maybe one day, right? But thank you very much for your support, guys. For everyone who came, who's still here, who has left, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you on Friday, same time, 9 p.m. With that said, I have to go and study and make some videos. God bless you wherever you are. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good evening, and I'll see you on the next one. Yeah. Thank you, Rambo. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Lori. EK. A pleasure. BM, thank you too for coming. Thank you as well, Clement. Who else? Best. Thank you. And who else did we have in here? Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. I think I got everybody. Samantha was here. Thank you. Oh, Sweet Lily was here too. Thank you, Sweet Lily. And chat with Rusty. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you guys soon. Take care. I'm going to play us out.
Thank you for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, why not do so today? And if you have listened to this video this far,